Hello, welcome to Magic with Melly. This is a magical space. You guys are magical. I am magical. This is my space. I am sharing it with you. Thank you for being here. Okay. Thank you for being your magical selves or figuring it out. Okay. It's all right to be wherever you're at in your journey. But this video is all about harmony, harvesting. I think this card, this Six of Pentacles, is really giving 'tis the season. Like, karma's really showing some stuff. Like, the scales are balancing. There's scales in both cards there. People are getting, it's like reaping what you sow. Yeah, that's what's happening here. Empire. Someone's gotta keep it together, or you've been keeping it together. And if you've been looking for a fresh start, we have the Fool card here, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. Protecting yourself on this journey, okay? We definitely, let's get into what we're harmonizing with, what's manifesting as far as, I guess, karma and understanding, like, yeah, like, I guess what's going on. Like, we have some tarot, we have oracle cards. I have 3 tarot cards, I have 1 oracle, and a handful of pre-shuffled. So if you're interested in what's coming in for you in the next few months, this is sort of the harvesting period. Everything perhaps after the harvest moon. We're trying to wrap up the year and kind of look back into our goals that we had in the beginning of the year. If you do New Year's resolutions, and see if you have, came full circle with anything, or worked through anything, or like kind of refresh your ideas there. Sort of, yeah, this is the energy where we kind of come into union, right? Maybe some of us are seeing the fruits of our labor and really just settling and enjoying ourselves, and really nothing really boring. I'm hearing boring. Maybe nothing really exciting is going on. And so that is where maybe you need to generate your own excitement and go on a journey, try something new, go on an adventure, travel somewhere, go somewhere you've never been, and explore. This could be, like maybe a retuning yourself, because maybe you could be like a stringed instrument if you haven't been out very much or done very much. The strings, or played very much as in the string instrument, then it's going to be out of tune when you pick it up again. It's not going to be in the same where it was, the strings will kind of adjust with the weather and as the days go by, and it's stretched out, so it may like stretch back like loose and such, and so you have to retighten it to the right tune. And so you may need to I guess work on your rules and see if they're like too strict or not, or work on your planning if you have too much going on or not. Just harmonize with how much fun versus focus you are having. Okay, friends, let's see what is going on through tarot. I suppose what's going on, and like just channeling messages that Spirit would like for us to know. First off, for the collective's highest good, what what needs to be seen, heard, or experienced in this reading for the collective to move forward? Okay, we have a bunny upside down. I think this is the Knight of Pentacles. And we have chalices, which I think is the cups. This one's a 4 of cups. Queen of Cups, reverse. Tell us some more about this situation for the collective. We have 4 of Pentacles there. We have 4 of Cups now, also 4 of Pentacles. This one is a 5 of Swords, reverse. And we have a 7 of Pentacles. This is a 5 of Pentacles. Back of the deck is Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to keep that off screen. I'm going to clarify. Someone definitely wants to say something, but let's get into clarifying with this deck. Clarify this reading for the highest good of the collective, please. No evil or weapons of evil shall form against the collective. Only channeling what is needed to be understood in order to be moving forward. Let's see what's here for the collective. That one wanted to come out, but I think maybe it's just not the time. It could be. Let's choose for the collective's highest good. Let's choose for the highest good for the collective. Let's choose for the collective's highest good. Okay, let's go Ace of Coins. Three of Swords reverse, 2 of Pentacles reverse, which is good. 5 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles reverse. Back of the deck is 2 of Cups. All right, let's go for it now. Someone knows that you're the it thing for them. However, they are protecting that idea or protecting you from knowing it somehow. Like this kind of feels more like compass energy, and it's pointing at you, and you're kind of like, ooh la la, like you don't really understand how deep someone's feelings maybe are, or how deep a situation maybe is gonna get a serious offer or serious opportunity, a serious thing between you and your boo, or you and at your job, maybe a transition or something like really cool like that. 3 of Swords reverse is like the disappointment in any of this is going to be over. 2 of Coins, perhaps someone did not pick you in the past, and it's like thank you next, like Ariana Grande, because now you're with a new person or with a new situation. Like you wouldn't, like one step led to another step to another step, so you wouldn't, maybe you would not be the same you right now if you had not survived or done some sort of like lineage of things, you know, if that makes sense. Like, and so you're just sort of like looking back or looking forward and being looking back and being thankful, and looking forward and claiming. I think this is more about claiming. It's interesting to see this card with it kind of, it's giving tangled. It's giving the princess that is from Tangled. Let down your hair. And I just saw a commercial recently, and she was just like, I forgot which commercial it was. Um, she was holding a snack, and she refused to let down her hair for the person, but she was willing to take the snack. So it may be like someone's compartmentalizing here, when maybe you don't really have to like compartmentalize. You really don't have to take only pieces of the pie or pieces of the pizza. Maybe you can have the whole pizza, but make it like your own personal pizza, your own personal size, your own personal pie, if that makes sense. Like, make it from home. Then if you have your own personal pie, you can have your own slice every day. Like, I believe it was very luxurious to have lemon poppy seed muffins for like 3 days in a row. And I eventually was like, I'm not going to hog these muffins. Someone else in the house needs to eat the fourth muffin, because it was a pack of 4. So I had 3 out of 4, and it was like I had 1 muffin every day. That was luxurious. So you may be wanting to do that, be more luxurious for yourself. But tie it with accountability. I'm really giving like, you may be really frustrated with yourself because maybe you may just be gaining weight off of like, food is yummy, okay? I understand. I have sometimes an issue with food because it's so yummy. I think many people may resonate with that because it's just yummy. And so, with that being said, you may need to hold yourself accountable, and not just hang out in the bedroom all day or hang out in the kitchen all day, and perhaps like switch rooms. Like, get yourself a wristlet reminder of like, you need to get up, you need to, tune into some deep breathing. You may need to just set alarms or reminders to do exercise, or to do a job task, or or remind yourself to take a break from a task. It may be one of those things, because you don't want to. This is giving like anger, like burnout energy, like like, why didn't I do blah, blah, blah. And I can resonate with that. It could be burnout, definitely, or fear. Because this is like swan energy, like giving ugly goose versus the swan, and you're definitely, there's benefits to either one. The world reverse. This one has a mirror shatter, so it's like someone's maybe asking for validation, and maybe neglecting their inner self or their shadow work, or somebody. They may have a delusional perspective, or yeah, definitely there's two timelines kind of occurring here, because some are seeing it really good. Some are seeing it really, really good, and some are seeing it kind of wonky. And that's because perhaps you're something that you're not seeing. So sometimes things are good, and then you're not seeing something, and you're receiving karma out of that. Like, maybe something that like you're repeating your own karmic cycle of like a lesson, And that's why something's wonky, is like Spirit's like trying to show you. Spirit's trying to give you a sign, but you're not receiving it. It's like a not wanting to look into the horizons, not wanting to settle into changes or adjustments. And that could be what the rough thing is sometimes you are choosing to be stuck. But let's see what else is going on here for the collective, because I don't like saying saying that. It's like, okay, yeah, of course. We have Page of Pentacles reverse. There's going to be some sort of offer, and you may doubt it, but that may just be related to your self-doubt. So don't doubt the offer or the opportunity coming in. Like, really release doubt. Unless it really is sketch, right? Then, like, your intuition is just like, okay, like, it's not safe. But I'm really giving, like, this is kind of giving, like, doubtful energy here. Because someone wants to protect you and come in, but you're not really... it's like giving, like, you want something really strong and committed here. And Spirit's giving, like, trust. Trust that you have figured out how to, like, fill your own cup and navigate your own, like, hoo-ha, boo-la-la. Like, you know how to navigate that, like, or at least, like, there's resources available. So at least, like, map it, like, set someone in the right direction with, like, someone who might inspire them, or, like, look for inspiration, like a placement in that for whoever might be, it might be important for here. We have 4 of Pentacles reverse and Judgment. I'm getting someone's hanging on really tightly onto you, and you're having a hard time releasing them. Like, they are just maybe making it financially hard to do stuff, making it like they're just not in your corner. Maybe in like emotional manipulation or financial manipulation, just knowing that you were maybe in a stuck position and they helped you, but then they changed their mind about you, and then they changed their mind about you again, and they changed their mind about you again, and then now, like, it's like, now that you've made a decision about your self-worth, they're just, like, mad that you're really solid on it, perhaps. Because I'm getting in my collective, there's a lot of people who are really strong. They can go through a lot of stuff. So, but it could be like, if you've gone through a lot of stuff, you're fearful. And I think, like, you're fearful of anyone new being like anyone in the past, if that makes sense. And Spirit's like, fully release this person that's trying to hang on. However that might work for you. Maybe someone in the community is, like, knows them. You kind of have to cut ties with people by association, because, like, word gets back. Queen of Swords is like gossip. Queen of Swords is given, like, kind of gossiping energy. So just be mindful of that. We have King of Wands. Whenever look at this, Queen of Swords, King of Wands. I think this King of Wands listened to a Queen of Swords. All right. And maybe the Queen of Swords spoke from a jealousy or, like, a negative space. And, you know, now then there's all kinds of, there's a ripple effect from that. The Chariot. This ripple effect, I'm getting, like, with the Chariot, I'm getting, like, when the Chariot literally is going to go over a path, if it goes over rocks, it's going to be, like, bumpy. And I think that's literally what happened. It's like kind of the way it's giving is very black and white now, just like on the card. Um, the Devil, we have Page of Wands reverse and Seven of Wands. I think someone was just really into causing drama, like for entertainment purposes. They like there's no they had no other way of entertaining themselves, so they caused this stuff to entertain themselves, which like that's like, yeah, the devilish energy. They like sat back and they wanted to watch. Just this is kind of that energy. They sat back, they wanted to watch. They kind of felt like they had the whole world at their fingertips. They could do whatever they wanted. That if the human people didn't see, you know, the people involved didn't see or catch them, then they got away with it. But that's not true. Source saw them still, and they're waiting for the right time to snatch things up. It could be like just when you get the right job, snatched. Just when you got, you know, like the right friends, snatched. Just when you got the right situation with a person, snatched. You know, like a transportation, your transportation got snatched because maybe you did something behind the scenes. Okay, the Tower. And we have Eight of Wands. It's like if someone had bad intentions, that shit got snatched real fast. And it's like maybe they didn't realize how protected you are, or how like just protecting your peace. Just holding that affirmation is an amazing thing. And maybe it actually did protect you, and you didn't really know the levels to it until like you look back and you're like, damn, someone's karma is good or someone's karma is bad. Like, you know, this kind of energy of what happens when you connect. Maybe someone really noticed, they start like a wish fulfillment. Like someone really recognizes that the connection was a really, really good thing, because good things happen to them when you guys met and when you guys were together and such and such and such. But when you're apart, bad things happen together, happen to them, you know, like especially when they screwed you over, the world. And we have Five of Wands. This is really giving from Spirit, like, if you feel like you can do better, you definitely can. And that Spirit will provide better if you think you deserve better. Like, this universe will mirror how you feel towards yourself. So if you think you deserve better, then you definitely do, and the universe will bring it in. And that could be what happened, and someone's self-esteem could have made them reject the wrong thing, and now they want the right thing. And this is kind of like energy of like putting in the work to fix it. You know, like the arguing's over, the lessons learned, like we know what we want and we're gonna do the right thing to fix it. This is kind of like back to harmonizing stuff, fixing stuff. But someone could be late to the game, or late to the they could be late, okay? I'm getting JoJo's too little too late, so just be careful. Justice reverse, yeah, just be careful there. You know, don't let someone get your stuff all twisted, just because they want to come in and bomb you. The Moon reverse, and I picked it up off the floor. This is giving like secrets, and this is giving like an agenda, hidden agenda. Ace of Wands, someone may know what to do to take you off or turn you on, or, you know, like this energy of particularly like really knowing you and like doing the thing to get on your nerves in a good and bad way. Page of Cups and Two of Pentacles. And we have Four of Cups. Okay, it's okay to accept or reject just situations in general and services. But I advise, if you were to be offered a service, like recommended a service, or recommended like something calling you, and you're like, oh, my budget, blah, blah, blah. Like, you're discounting your self-worth, right? Like, if it's meant to help you, you're discounting your self-worth by discounting how much you have towards it. Like, you need to just go for certain things. You just need to go for things that are out of care and out of love, and trust that the universe will just take care of the rest. Money, material items, blah, 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 blah. Just go with care and love. Reject anything that is not, because the world is full of like free will, and so there are people who are actually choosing the other side of not being good beings, and they are being the, you know, like the devil came up earlier, they are getting some sort of material matter, but it may be just direct exchanges. It's not anything long term as would be what source can provide for you, if that makes sense. Like, our ego is so big, and then source is everything else, like all the other energy. And so just see what you want to work with here, you know, like let things be natural, let things flow naturally. So, you know, some of this is like spell stuff maybe is being redirected back, and it's back, it's backlashing. It's like not going very good for some of these people who have bad intentions. Rescuer provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. I had a dream recently, and it was like, be careful of, I guess, like, be over giving, because then you're creating a void. You're creating a void of you're giving, giving, giving. And what about the receiving part? Like when you hit 0, then you need to like recharge, or someone needs to like give back. Otherwise, you know, emphasis on receiving again. And so thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. You could just be receiving in a way that's not directly from people. It could be from knowledge, from information online, information from books, information from people, connecting with people, right? Seeker is like this, you're like looking for this, like way to juice yourself back up. This could be how. Harmonize. I think we're trying to harmonize with something new, or harmonize with somebody, right? So it's like you're looking for how to save somebody. Recognize that that's not like really harmony. Maybe that is like actually bullying, like kind of encouraging the codependent gambler someone could be related to or working with, or is a gambler. Highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront their inner fears that bully you. Willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. So I think some of you need to kind of take a risk and notice when someone is your bully here, when someone is secretly just I'm hearing making jokes, and like, it's funny, sure, it's funny, but like, is it really funny? Like, if it's really destroying you on the inside, like, kind of, no one's gonna save you but yourself, right? And so maybe some of you are like not used to like having someone stand up for you or stand up for yourself. This energy as such. Martyr. Learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. Child of nature and teacher. Ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. Friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. All right, lovelies. Children could be particularly significant. If they really enjoy nature and you do not, you still need to provide them their little dose of nature somehow. child, orphan. Like your children could be really independent and maybe they don't need you, and that kind of makes you feel displaced or not in harmony. But you know, it'll come in cycles, like kind of settle into the peace and then come into the protection again, because like this teacher is really like, you want to protect your students from not learning the wrong way or not, like, you know, just like things like this. But sometimes you need to protect yourself and progress yourself and such. So it's like a little bit of both. Some of you, angel. Some of you, you have definitely an angel guiding you on a new journey because you just have no idea what to do. Like you've never done any of it before and you need alchemists. This is like you're manifesting something you've never done before, experiences you've never had before. And it's just like, you're like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And it's like, you're going to be guided. Like it'll just, you have to kind of pay close attention and kind of work action with alignment, like healer. Recognize that if things are related or not, and recognize if there's a wound as well. Passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. You may need to write a book about your specific healing journey if you went through something very unique or very traumatic. Maybe you are an angel. You are the one that needs to kind of work through this and channel it onto paper, channel it as a book, channel it as your service to the world, teaching others so it takes less time, or that they don't avoid that, so that they can avoid it altogether. Virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. You just want to raise the vibration of everyone. I think that's just actually what's going on here. Beautiful energy. Liberator and saboteur. You need to free yourself from sabotage, self-sabotage. Freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns, highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. And Knight. This is really giving protect your energy. Loyalty, romance, and chivalry. A love of honor. Yeah, protect your energy here. Love of honor is like protecting the person or thing that you love. Okay, now finally, this is the shuffled oracle cards if you guys were interested in that. We have harmony and we have self-love. Okay, hope. We have confidence. We have right brain hado, creativity. We have cranial hado, peace of mind, and rainforest. So you may hold significance with rainforests or the types of hados, the right brain, just getting more creative or trying to increase your creativity. You may be using it as a tool to bring more peace to your mind, like just making more items, making more use of yourself, making more use of your hands, making more use of things instead of just being in one room all day, in the kitchen all day, in the bedroom all day, as I said earlier. If you're not actually actively doing anything and you're just sitting there, you know, maybe find yourself cooking, find yourself making recipes, find yourself making, like, I don't know, yarn items. You may be finding yourself creating canvas pieces, all sorts of things. And it's this like channeling out things that are on your mind and onto something and being more hopeful and creative and confident with yourself. And this could be more of an act of care, even perhaps going through a walk through the rainforest or vacationing near a rainforest and really connecting to nature. This is like peace of mind. Like if some of you are not naturally creative, it may be because you have not found the content that you will be creating, if that makes sense. Like the thing that's not self-fulfilling or self-loving, like that, because what's common for everyone maybe isn't for you, and maybe you need to have the rainforest to speak to you, have the trees and nature and the ground and the birds and whatever creatures are there, have them speak to you. Maybe like have, just affirm the signals and then see if they give you signals back. We have last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings. Last quarter moon in Taurus, be proud of yourself. New moon in Libra, know you are loved. Last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. Full moon in Aquarius, be real. Last quarter moon in Libra, make time for love, self-love. New moon in Gemini, think it through. So these zodiacs could be significant for you: Aries, Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, Leo, and Gemini. So definitely getting fire signs, definitely getting some air signs. All the air signs. And we did go through a moon in Libra. Okay, so the date could be significant. I'm getting the numbers 2 could be significant, 3s and 4s. Sadness, trust, mystery, faith, peace, love, death, and movement. Sweeties, I'm getting that you need to trust your feelings and not avoid feeling sad. Let yourself feel sad and let yourself know that the sadness could be a mystery for desire, like that you're desiring something you're lacking. Like, what are you sad over? Are you sad over, and have faith that you can have it again, or have it like in a different form. Like, have peace that love transcends time and energy and all this other stuff. You can have forward movement if you believe that someone's on the other side for you, guiding you now. You may have that, okay? You may have experienced that where someone's on the other side now, helping you guide your movements. But you're allowed to have this time for sadness, okay? But Spirit's kind of also gonna Spirit's also gonna tell you when it's time, okay? That way you're not sabotaging stuff. And Spirit's also gonna tell you when you're repeating a cycle, or like gonna try and warn you, and sometimes you don't want to listen, and I know this. And sometimes like the degree of how much you hurt is something you chose because you stuck in the cycle longer than you should have, and you knew it yourself. Dreaming, hope again, and we have healing, awareness, miracles, truth, and the future. I think, okay, you guys, I think with this harmony, I think someone actually experiencing someone who is in harmony with you is really giving like daydreaming vibes and really giving hope vibes, and someone's healing on behalf of you or alongside of you. Like, I'm really giving spiritual awakening and noticing that miracles happen all the time. We just need to like kind of see that they're happening. Like, some people are just not magical enough to have this awareness, this like seeing of it. And it's like the truth and the future is really right now, and it's in your hands, and you may be like not manifesting it. And that's why you're not seeing the miracles, is because you're not following your truth. You're not following your future. You're not like guiding yourself and leading for yourself. This is enjoy the journey. Some of you are not very much enjoying the journey because it's like You guys are paying too much attention to other people's journeys. Such would be like social media and not like going out and living your own. Empower yourself, 29. Back on task, distinctive potential, setting up parameters, and childlike devotion. These say, stay present and flexible. Many changes are going on for you and around you. These changes are not only good, but necessary. Bring your awareness into the now rather than focusing on the past or the future. See, it's like you really want to like look future forward, but if you're not doing anything right now, there's like no point in being so future forward. Does that make sense? Like you're kind of dissolving the future by not acting now. You can have an idea of the future, but you may not be accurate or correct because whatever you're doing or not doing still affects the future. So some of you are like, where's my future? Where's my financial security? Where's this? But you're just sitting around and you're like slaving at a 9 to 5, but you're not actually creating for yourself. This is the problem. You need to re-empower yourself. You need to motivate yourself and, you know, make yourself the financial security. Don't find financial security outside of yourself. Be back on task. Find what your things to do are. Make a whiteboard list, make a journal list, and repeat it. Check marks every day. Look at it. See what you can do. Distinctive potential is like rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize the goal. Just keep going until you realize the goal. I write monthly goals so I don't get dissatisfied. And sometimes I am, but then I also get re-energized at the same time by looking at various different things. This is like because I'm a human. My focus can be all over the place. So if I'm documenting all of my progress or as much of it as I could recognize myself and be like, okay, well, that's obvious that this didn't make any movement because I made movement over here instead. Setting up parameters is like, it's kind of like knowing, kind of like visualizing. Okay, literally there's fish on here, like a fish tank and a fish swimming around on one side of the tank, and they're really, really familiar with one side of the tank, and now they have to kind of travel to the other side. This is like high key what it's giving, like someone needing to understand and learn new territory and give themselves time in that area first and then move on to a new area and kind of explore that. This is kind of what Thanksgiving and like kind of scaping the air, like kind of scoping it, like really like having a mental remembrance of things. Childlike devotion, just as I was saying, like a mental remembrance of things, childlike devotion came up. So you may be wanting to watch old movies, go and play with old toys, and that could jog your memory as far as what you want to do next, as far as an art or as far as part of your career, as far as bringing in creativity. It may be just to help you have a laugh or help you have a break, right? Because some of us need to rebalance working too much and not working a lot, because this harvest is definitely like around the season time. It's definitely family time, so you don't want to be working as much. And so if you work, maybe some of you are working a lot and trying to save up time off. Whatever you're doing out there, make sure that you're choosing out of care and love, just as was the message. And definitely, if you feel like a slave to the service, remove that energy however you think is related, because you should definitely feel successful from like with the service, if that makes sense. Like you should enjoy being of service rather than like I have to. You're like enjoying like getting there sensibly, if that make yeah, so if that makes sense, then that was all part of the reading. Just choose the best for yourself, and you know how. You're the one that knows how. um you're the one that's responsible for how, at least. So even if you don't know how, it's okay to be discovering that. It could be just being totally obsessed with a type of thing that is new to you, and finding your, like, your go-to, or whichever, like, repeatedly going to a restaurant and trying everything on the menu just so you can find your favorite thing on the menu. However you think that applies in your life, go for it. It could be dating however many people until you realize the type of person or the things that you're looking for. It could be working at so many jobs only to find that you want to work for yourself. It could be working at so many jobs and finding that your first or the middle job, whatever job, is your favorite. It could be having so many friends and realizing you don't need friends, or realizing that your favorite friend, like, is in a different spot in their journey, and that's okay, and you can connect, like, at different points in your journey. Okay, there's so many points where you can disconnect and reconnect for various reasons. Setting up parameters is like, if you need to focus on you right now, that's a focus on you, and everybody else apparently is not in alignment because they're not you. So you may be just really going at it like this, but some people can play along, but it's just like by invite only, because I need, I need parent approval, or I need child approval. Some you may need, that may be something that actually applies here, okay? Because you're being mindful of boundaries with a kid, or being mindful of boundaries with co-parenting. It could be just many things with family dynamics, all right? And right now we're just trying to harmonize and minimize the karma, or work with karma, right? Or thanking karma, because karma could be doing good things for people who do good things. If you do good for the community and do good for yourself, karma's treating people very well right now. And into the season, if you don't really treat people very well, you're going to be kind of mistreated by karma, and you're really going to be seeing it. So in this kind of moving forward, we need to set up a plan of how we could be doing better, and how we could be letting ourselves play a little bit more and progress a little bit more as well. And absolutely, this was the reading. Thank you for joining. This was Magic with Melly, and take care. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.